video does not apply to all women, but you females know who you are. This applies to your life and the game.
She never grows up. She always has to be right. She thinks it's cool to tell lies. She thinks it's cool to fight. She never grows up. She loves to lay back. She's a lay-back fan. Fan of the lay-back. Laying on her back in the sand. Laying on her back for a man. She never grows up. Only her butt, breasts, and feet got big. She's a slut without peace, a slut with a wig. She's a nut who imagines a family crest, believing she's a queen. She's a queen pig. She never matures. She rolls around in false reality and life. This is mud for sure. In reality, she is no one's wife. She's either a pillow princess, a stud, or whore. A whore for attention, a whore for money, a whore for sex, a whore for murder, a whore for government assistance, a whore for liquor and food. The preacher, corporate, or street pimp is her daddy. Either one of those is her dude. When little, she sips soda and shakes from her cup. She became grown, now she sips champagne, shaking her butt in D-cups. She just never grew up. Before I begin, let me say this. This video relates to females past and present who was and wasn't raised by a father. This video also relates to males of the past and present who were raised by fathers. A child isn't always a child, and an adult isn't always an adult. They say that women mature faster than men. They also say that a man never matures and will always be a child. That's pure nonsense. It's the other way around. It's a woman who never matures, and of this I am sure. A little girl will manipulate her father and any other man with her soft little sweetness, with her smile, and even with her tears, making a grown man do whatever she wants him to do. She does this from her young age to the days of her older years, unto death. A little girl will also point fingers at other people in order to get out of a bad situation. A little girl never owns up to her part in it. If need be, she will even throw tantrums and shed tears to escape the situation. This too, she also does from young into her older years unto death. Those are the acts of a little immature child. A child is always a child, and an adult isn't always an adult. These same things that a little girl can do and get away with, a little boy can't get away with. If a little boy were to shed tears or point fingers at others, he would get his ass beat for acting like a little girl and for being a tattletale who doesn't take responsibility for his actions. But this is not the case with a little girl nor grown-up woman. You see, men with fathers were taught to not be manipulative rats. They were taught to act as responsible adults, whereas women were allowed to be manipulative rats. They were permitted to be childish. So how is it that girls mature faster than boys? Tell me this. Girls don't mature faster than boys in the adult sense. They are just fresh, and their bodies and knowledge of sex comes faster. You feel me? This is why a real man who was raised by a father can be the head of his woman in his household, and a man who was raised only by a woman and no father can't, because his woman don't respect him. One woman never respects another woman. A man without a father is without God, and him and his future is as dead as the earth is without a sun.